Like, whether we're dealing with youth mental health services, whether we're dealing with adult mental health services, it only works if you've got every slot in the process that's necessary. And obviously we've heard about, and we can all talk about our own constituencies and the constituents that have come to us and can't get appointments, people who can't get assessments, and then people who can't get follow-up services. And some of them will have difficulties in how they're treated by the service. The service will have their own difficulties in relation to the fact that they don't have the positions. Look, multiple people have spoken in relation to, if we just talk about clinical psychologists and the fact of the difficulty in relation to them getting their qualification, and the fact that there has not been facilitation from the state at looking at where we have a need to fill, and we don't go out of our way to ensure that people that want to get there, that we facilitate them to get there, so we can provide the services that are absolutely quite required by our young people. Look, it's been stated by most speakers here tonight in relation to the disaster that we've had in relation to Kerry, and I suppose there is a question mark now, unfortunately, for those that work in CAMHS, across CAMHS altogether. But my greatest difficulty has always been this, in the sense that people who couldn't access services, and like Deputy Farrell spoke about, that's where people don't know, did they go directly to a psychiatric unit, did they go directly to A&E, and generally the result is not what it should be. And that's not to take away from these services, because we all know that we are failing to deal at the community level, that we are not providing those initial services. Minister, we've talked specifically about eating disorders and just what we don't have, and the lottery game sometimes in relation to where you live and what service you can access, and then the relationship sometimes between various parts of the health service isn't always what we would like it to be. So look, we need an overhaul in relation to that, and like in 12 seconds I'm not going to deal with the issue of addiction and the fact we've had that recent report in relation to colleges, but it happens a hell of a lot earlier, and that's drugs from obviously stronger cannabis that children can get access to now, right through to cocaine. So look, we need to have a real look and provide a service that's fit for purpose. Sinead.